qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa. Y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa es la sal del mar de mi playa. Que aunque no tiene tren, su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso pa' volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta.
Oye, Lee, mi invita.
Donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta.
Aquí, aquí, aquí.
No hay invierno ni primavera.
Aquí, aquí, aquí. Es verano la vida entera. Aquí, aquí, aquí.
Cuando el mango se cae, la casa floresta.
Aquí, aquí, aquí. Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola. Aquí todas las tristezas se van con las olas. Yo crecí viendo el atardecer como nunca los he vuelto a ver, y aprendí a ser feliz viviendo en el ahora. Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si es posible volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, su color y su aroma.
Y en una esquina del barrio bailando champeta, comiendo butifarra hasta que amanezca.
Aquí, aquí, aquí.
No hay invierno ni primavera.
Aquí, aquí, aquí. Es verano la vida entera. Aquí, aquí, aquí.
Cuando el mango se cae, la casa floresta.
Aquí, aquí, aquí. Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Un día tuve que marcharme de la Samaria, y el mundo no era lo mismo lejos de allí. Y aunque lo quiso el destino, yo lo he burlado, nunca me fui. No importa dónde estuviera, no importa con quién estaba, no importa lo que pasara, yo era de aquí.
No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae, la casa floresta.
Un guineo maduro sobre la mesa.
Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si tuviera que volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, escogería aquí y ahora. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí.
It's still in San Diego. You can hear a baby cry as the trains in New York City roll thunder down the line. The teachers rise in Richmond as they sleep in San Antonio, while the harbor lights on Baltimore got nurses headed home. And the Joes of Maricopa say a man is but is wrong. It's morning in America, but I can't see the dawn.
I need you and your friends to show up at 10. We leave in the Benz truck. Uber Lux and some we rolled up. I know you when the night is peak. When you relax and dance with me. Whoa. Hands on your hip, move slow. Heart in my chest beat fast, but on the gas, I hope that it lasts. Love. You spin my heart around for days and
Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And pitching here today, Carlos Rodon. What do you look for here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Coming up on the first pitch, David Fry digs in for the Guardians. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx.
First pitch, 135.
Ball.
Now one missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Guardians jump in front. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Fastball for a strike.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters. Ball two.
That misses. Ball 3. On the ground to short, Caballero throws to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the Guardians lineup now. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Rhys Hoskins stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Ball.
That missed by a lot. And now 3-0. And there's ball 4.
First base. Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. The 1-1.
Ball, no.
Hoskins leads off first with 1 away. Just
that's
missed.
the ball.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A 2-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Angel Martinez getting ready to hit. And another ball.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 2-1 is high. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. He is safe. It's a triple. Just missed out on the homer.
When you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And here is Stephen Kwan. Lays down a bunt to the right side. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second. Foul ball. Man on second, 2 down.
Ball 1. Ball.
Just missed. Fastball for a strike at 95. Bunting, and he pops it up. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back at Yankee Stadium and towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Slade Cecconi. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
It's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He'll touch them all. And they slice into the lead. It's 4-2.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they cut into the deficit. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Blue. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, dude. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it is gone. They've hit another. And we're level. It's 4-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Blue. Aggressive, and it paid off. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. 4 home runs in the first inning. And they rallied from 4 back. It's 5-4. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats. And I tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. And a foul ball. This one in the air, right field. And there's one down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Ziggy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
Throws to first in time.
Batting 8th, catcher J.C. Escara.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. J.C. Escara. Puts a bunt down. Hoskins fires over to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 5 and the Guardians 4. Back at Yankee Stadium, stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. Into center. Grisham sprinting for this one. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. One pitch and 1 out.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Gets the bunt down the right side. The underhand flip. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He sends it out of here. And it ties it up. It's 5-5.
Pitchers hate going against Jose Ramirez because he tends to punish the baseball. This is just the latest example of it. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Max Schumann.
Right fielder, Max Schumann.
Puts a bunt down. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Center fielder, Trent Grisham.
So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ben Rice. This one drilled, right center field. That one heading for the fence, and gone! His second home run of the game, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 7-5.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Yankees, left
Bellinger up to
fielder.
hit. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer at his first at bat. Bunted back towards the mound. Fires over to Hoskins. 2 down.
Really nice technique right there to get that
Up
sac bunt
next
down.
for the
Advances that
Yankees,
runner up another
second
base. That was his
baseman,
job. He got it done.
Chisholm Jr.
Right field, that's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. The 2-run shot, second home run of the inning for him, and they add to their lead. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back here in New York, well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And out of here. A solo shot. His second home run of the game. And they inch closer. It's 9-6.
A surprise performance here. You don't expect this kind of power from him, but he's proven everyone wrong with a multi-home run game.
Back up the, oh, that got him. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Stuart Fairchild digs in for the Guardians. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Lays down a bunt to the right side. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder Stephen Kwan.
clearly he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
That one misses. Ball 3. There's a strike. Two down, bases empty, but one run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And he walked him.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Austin Hedges now. First time up was a pop out.
Ball 1.
This one in the dirt, throws to second. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. This homer brings the Guardians a bit closer. It's now a 9-6 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back in the Bronx, putting on a show at the plate today as the spray chart gives us a look at their 6 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
More numbers retired and more world championships than any other franchise. The impact the Yankees have had on baseball really second to none, and you come here to this yard and it's all on display. The next pitch misses. Ball 1.
It's an organization for me when I was traded from the San Francisco Giants to the Yankees and put on those pinstripes for the first time. Not just me. You'll hear other guys say it. They feel like they put on a big league uniform for the first time, even though they had worn another big league uniform.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. And that's in the dirt. They're now 3-1. Let me put you on the spot. You played in Chicago. You talked about a little bit of time with the Yankees, but New York style pizza or Chicago style pizza?
Well, I've got to say New York pizza because I'm trying to cut the carbs. But no, honestly, you can't really go wrong in this city if you're getting pizza, whether it's 12 p.m. or it's 12 a.m.
And a payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how'd I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. And that's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now.
Ball.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Next offering is down low. Full count now. Puts a bunt down. Hoskins. He'll do it himself. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder, Max Schumann.
2 down, bases empty. So up next for New York, Max Schumann. He's 0 for 1. Bunts it towards the mound. Fires over to Hoskins. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Yankees 9 and the Guardians 6. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Austin Hedges. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Guardians really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next hitter and taking care of their own business at the plate.
Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
Rodon sets and deals.
Ball.
That's a little bit low. The 3-1 is on the way. Grounds one to short. Over to Goldie. A great play deep in the hole.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop Ryan Rocchio.
Ball.
The Guardians trailing by 3. Top half of inning number 4. Just
Ball
missed.
3.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A massive home run. And they cut into the lead. It's 9-7.
Some guys actually don't like swinging 3-0 because they feel like they get a little too quick in anticipation. Well, this guy obviously does. He stayed back. Nice drive from the backside and a really good swing through the zone.
David Fry now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bellinger settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman Jose Ramirez.
Nice grab. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. It's now a 9-7 ball game. Bottom four, here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham.
Center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now up as the Yankees DH, Ben Rice. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the ditch.
Trying to move him over here. The flip, pretty nice play there.
Got him, that's an out.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, look at the stop. To first. And they get the out.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. He's already homered in this game. Bunted back towards the mound. Tosses to first.
No, you're
bang,
out.
bang play, and the inning is over. The Yanks lead one. They lead it by 2. It's 9-7. We go to the top of the fifth. Stepping up for the Guardians, Rhys Hoskins. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
And another ball. Ripped to short. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for Cleveland, second baseman Travis Bazzana.
Ball.
The Yanks leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's too low. Ball 3. And that is low for ball 4.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Angel Martinez digs in now. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. Misses again, 5 in a row. Bazzana over at first with 1 away. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one upstairs. This one in the air, center field. Grisham should have this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland, center fielder Stuart Fairchild.
In the dirt, throws to second, save!
No, he beat
and
it,
now
he beat it.
a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
And another ball. Stephen Kwan in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Carlos Rodon is done in this one. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Here's
Yankees,
a new pitcher from the pen,
number
Will
29.
Warren.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
That's down.
Two on, 2 outs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one off the mark, and now 3-0. Austin Hedges in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run double. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Second. In the dirt, blocked. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. Good eye by Hedges. Brian Rocchio in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the wall. The run scores from second. They're on top, 10-9. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Showing the world why it's okay to swing at a 3-0 pitch and it scores a run. It's easy to relax in that count, but there was nothing relaxed about that swing. A great piece of hitting in that spot.
So runner at second, 2 down. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Runner at second, 2 down. In the dirt. Fires to second. Almost got him, but he scrambles back safely. Cleveland up a run, looking for more.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
Here's a 3-0. And he can't come up with it. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Diving stop at first, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
Here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here! Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And we have a tie ball game. It's 10-10. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
This one backs to left center, on its way, and that one's out of here. They go back to back, and it gives them the lead in the 5th. It's 11-10. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Ryan McMahon now.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. The 1-0.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! 3 in a row. And they add a run. It's 12-10.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Left field. Kwan makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Right fielder.
Max Schumann stepping in now for the Yankees. Already 3 runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball 2.
Next offering is downstairs. Right through there for a strike. Ball 4, tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Next for the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Slade Cecconi out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Joey Cantillo taking over on the mound.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying into the second deck and gone. It's that ball goodbye. Make that 4 homers in the inning, and they add on. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
One down. So up next for New York, Ben Rice. Ground ball up the middle. To first. Out. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
ball. That's too low.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Not even close there. And that's ball three. Cody Bellinger would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. Goldie blasts one out. They are unloading here. Their fifth homer of the inning. And they boost their lead. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power move, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
And here comes Bellinger.
That's the ball.
That's too low. Ball two. And another ball. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. We're through 5. The Yankees out front here, 15-10. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
To my real ill heavyweight hitters, go-getters, 50 ways to make figures. They come on the spot to fail sisters like the handrail spitters, kids on the ziggas. When it's ugly, then the club is lovely. Thugs be sipping bubbly to my comrade. They keep it flaming hot on dangerous blocks, claiming spots where the goal is to be one of the top-ranked soldiers. One of the high rollers, get respect in the hood. Credit is good. Knock it down, lumberjack style, baby. Extra wood. Rock it all night.
So up next,
Leading off
Jose
for the
Ramirez.
Guardians, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Cleveland, first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
Ball.
Hoskins measures 6 feet 4 inches, 33 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. The 1-0.
Ball two.
That one at the knees for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
That misses. Ball 3. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Jazz. There's 1. On to Goldsmith. That's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Two-0. Just missed. On the ground to Jazz. And that is that. The Yanks on top 15-10.
Leading off.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
This is mashed way back and gone. And he's gone yard again. His 4th home run of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 16-10.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, they're just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Ball 1.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. In there at the knees. And that's way high. And it down is 3-1. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. That one is gone. Ryan McMahon leaves the yard. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 17-10.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. They get the tag on him, and that's the 2nd out.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder, Max.
2 outs, base is empty. Max Schumann stepping in now for the Yankees.
Down, ball.
That
No,
one is
that's the ball.
downstairs,
Too low.
and it's 3-0. Late on that fastball. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Got him swinging. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
The 1-0. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, well, you know, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. And they cut into the deficit. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And there's a ball. That one drilled left field. That's back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they're chipping away. It's 17-12.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Next to hit, Stephen Kwan. And the 1-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That misses, and now 3-0. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
No, that's the ball.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Ball, no.
Quad on at first, nobody out. Way high with that one. 3-1 now. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back there. Get out of town. Their third home run of the inning. And they close the gap. It's 17-14.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
Here's Brian Rocchio. That one misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And another ball.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it. Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
And that's through there for a strike. 3-1. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, David Fry.
A little bit low. Ball 1. And that one missing low. That's too low. Ball 3. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman.
One out man at first.
Ramirez.
Down to third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Will Warren is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Righty
Yankees,
reliever out of the pen,
number
Cam
31,
Schlittler.
He's having a ton of success
Cam.
facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like the smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
In the air, right field. Schumann takes it in for the out. 2 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Ball.
Two balls, no strikes to count. And another ball. Travis Bazzana waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Make that 4 homers in the inning, and they cut into the deficit. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana.
Ball 1.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball.
Schlittler, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Out there to center. Grisham is there, makes the catch. So they hang a 6th spot on the board, and this game is interesting once again. 7th inning stretch time. The Yankees lead it 17-16. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And he's had a terrific day at the dish. Here's a look at his spray chart for this one.
And we can see how he's using the whole field in this one, Boog. That makes it harder for the defense to get aligned when he steps in the box.
More ribbies than some teams in this league. Unbelievable production.
Yeah, he doesn't snack, he feasts, especially with ducks on the pond.
Off the mark there, and now 3-0.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Yankees, designated hitter in right.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Take it all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Bunts it in the air. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman, Goldschmidt.
Here is Goldschmidt. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul. One-run game, one out, one on. And he pops up the bunt. 2 down.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout.
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Grisham off of first with 2 away. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0. Next offering is down low. And there's the automatic. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman,
So up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
And that bunted towards third. And that goes foul.
Ball 1.
2 on, 2 outs.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Now one missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Jose Caballero on deck for the Yankees. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. Another homer. His 5th home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 20-16. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now.
Trying to bunt his way on. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. The 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. Off the mark there. Ball 3. Fastball for a strike. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And up next for New York, Ryan McMahon. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Joey Cantillo gives way, and as he heads off, he'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
so they turn to the lefty in this spot, number 98. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Gets the bunt down the right side, and that's a foul ball. Here's 0-1. Bunting, and he pops it up. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Back in the Bronx, stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball 2.
That's a little bit low.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Ball.
Next pitch is downstairs. The Yankees leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's out to center field. Grisham settles under it. 1 down.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder Stephen Kwan.
And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. This one in the air, center field. Grisham under it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher Austin Hedges.
Martinez off of first with 2 away. And the 0-1.
Ball 1. Ball, no.
Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
In the air to left center. Bellinger on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. The Yanks have the advantage 20-16. Back now in the Bronx. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. J.C. Escara stepping in now for the Yankees. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Hoskins flips it in time. Got him.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Max Schumann.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the walk. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Can I tell you about the sun? Can I make you believe that in the summer when it burn it don't bring out the leaves? Look at me staying on keeping it.
Drops one down in front of the plate. To first, and he makes it. Everyone's safe.
He's racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt, great hustle to get himself a knock.
Bunts it in the air. Ramirez makes the grab on the run.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman.
So first and second with 2 outs. Paul Goldschmidt will hit next. This one kicks away from Hedges. The throw to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. The Yankees lead it 20-16. Back for more
Leading
from the
off
Bronx.
for the Guardians,
Stepping up for the
shortstop,
Guardians.
Ryan
Rocchio.
Ball 1.
The 1-0.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Just
No, too low.
missed. And that's
Ball 3.
downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. See you later. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the lead. It's 20-17.
Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
The 1-0.
Ball.
The Yanks trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th.
Yep.
The next offering misses. They're now 3-1. And a base hit right there. And a man aboard.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1.
That's the ball.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. And they cut into the deficit. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Two homers, and the latest one brings them back into striking distance, Boog. Only down a run now, and they're riding momentum here in the final stretch.
That's too low. Ball one. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Next one misses, ball two. Next offering is downstairs. Travis Bazzana next to bat for Cleveland. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and we are tied.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way. Well, in a 3-1 count, a hitter's looking to do damage. Not just a single, not just a double, not even a triple. You're trying to go deep. And right there, an outstanding approach. Attack that baseball and hit it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
No, that's down.
Fastball for a strike. Struck him out looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Ball.
The 1-0. And another ball. Stuart Fairchild on deck for the Guardians. Puts a bunt down. And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there.
Up next for Cleveland, center
Always
fielder,
feels amazing
Stuart
getting a job
Fairchild.
done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Go ahead run on base. Stuart Fairchild, the next to hit. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. That's in for a strike. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. And a sac bunt here. Over to Goldie. That's a win, though, with the go-ahead run now in scoring position.
Obviously an important run they're playing for with that sac bunt right there. They got the sign from the dugout. Pitcher knows you're going to do it. He's going to try to make it tough, but he got the job done at the plate. Really nice.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Strike two.
So now it's all about the tempo. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Not close with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Upstairs. And on second, 2 down. And that misses. And now it's 3-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Cam Schlittler will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Garrett Cole.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
The next to hit takes low for a ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Just missed. There's the strike. On 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. this a big chance to take the lead here late. A rally in the top of the ninth, and we've got a whole new ball game. Guardians on top, 20-20. Back in New York, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike one.
Ball.
Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing in the back, nice win for the team.
High-scoring ball game in this one for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Give it a minute, but we can't keep the time. I came to ask something.